Hey, what's going on, everybody? Manny coming at you here. So, if any of you guys follow me on Instagram, I haven't really been posting the past couple of days. Been just really busy doing stuff, and haven't really had time to like get my phone out and take a picture of the WOD or do some videos of me trying to work out. So here's the rub. I have been working out every day. So far, I'm down about 20 pounds. For those of you that don't know, a couple months ago, before I started school, I was about 200 pounds. I was about 200 pounds, and I just was miserable. So I got my ass into gear, started working out, started eating a lot healthier. Some of the things that I did, real basic stuff. Cut out sugars, cut out breads, cut out pop, definitely cut out beer. Any sort of drinking is really, really not. If you're trying to lose weight, if you have a goal, which you should if you're trying to lose weight, drinking is definitely not going to help you any. It's actually going to hurt you more than anything. Being conscious of what I'm putting in my body, obviously it's got to taste good, but it's also fuel. So sticking to portions, portion size, and just dealing with feeling like I'm hungry. As you know, the human body is an amazing thing. It will adapt, and mine has such. Mine has adapted. Motherfucker, I said that. So mine has adapted. So I'm eating about 3 or 4 ounces of vegetables, 3 or 4 ounces of meat per meal. Now, right around workouts, either before or after for energy or for recovery, I'll throw something there like a sweet potato or regular potato, or I really don't eat too much rice, but that's a good option. It's a good simple carb for you to eat before or after. Like I said, for either energy or for recovery. So we've been getting programming, me and Amanda. Oh, by the way, Amanda's been doing great. She's been eating like a freaking saint since October. I think beginning of October. She hasn't really drank it. I think she had a glass of wine when we had some friends over. And I think just more recently, we went over to a friend's house for dinner. Had a little bit of tequila. It was a sipping tequila. It wasn't a shooter. It was delicious. And then yesterday we went out for date night. And I think all in all, between the two of us, we had about 4.5, maybe 5 beers. There was some nachos in there, but it was date night. So I told her, I was like, look, let's just cut a little loose, and we'll pick it up again tomorrow, meaning today. And we really have. I think I made some meatloaf for lunch. We ate with broccoli. She's out there working out right now. She's got a WOD. Our good friend, Johnny from CrossFit Covalence out in St. Louis. If you're down in St. Louis area, Louisville area, my bad. If you're down in the Louisville, Kentucky area, go check out their gym. They're probably the best gym in that area. Great programming, great family atmosphere. He's also a coach with Dan Bonavong. Now, both these guys are really great guys, man. I mean, I can't stress that enough. They're amazing. They're easy to talk to. They're really welcoming, And I went to school with them back up north in Illinois. Great guys. I've known Dan, I think, longer. I've known Dan since like 3rd grade. So really cool dude. He's always been cool. Johnny, I met him in high school. Cool dude. Both of them really good guys. They started their gym quite a few years ago, and it's grown pretty exponentially, and rightfully so. They have great programming. If you are in the Naperville, if you're back home and you want to try CrossFit, I recommend you go check out CrossFit Resurgence. That's where Amanda used to work out, and she brought me in. I met Craig Kaufman. He is the owner and basically the head coach, if I'm not mistaken. I met him when I was fighting. I had a fight coming up, and I'm like, hey, I need some strength conditioning, and he knew exactly what to do. He's a former competitor himself. Really smart guy, and that's another place too. Great family atmosphere. You go in there, everyone's really welcoming. So CrossFit Covalence, if you're in Louisville area, Louisville, Kentucky, and CrossFit Resurgence in Naperville, Illinois. But yeah, so then that was that. On Friday night, I think my last post was on Wednesday, so on Friday night, me and Amanda went with our friends to a Olympic weightlifting class. Now, I've never done an official weightlifting class. My Olympic lifts are shitty. But it was good, man. The coach there, it was CrossFit NBK. I think it was near Alpharetta. I'm wearing the shirt, though. See, so we did a competition there. Roswell. Roswell, Georgia, up near Alpharetta. We did a competition up there with Charlie and Allison. It was great. It was fun. The gym's really, really nice. If I'm not mistaken, it's a newer gym. Prices are actually not that bad. But the head coach for the Olympic lifting coach, he was a really good guy, really patient with me. He asked me what my max for my snatch was. I was like, oh, it's 105. It's not that much. But a lot of that is due to, one, I don't really practice it. Number two, I'm not proficient in my overhead movement. Okay, it's a combination of my shoulder flexibility, my mobility, and my ankle mobility, because I can't squat all the way down and overhead. So he was even nice enough to let me borrow some lifters, which I've never worn before. Another new experience. But he was helping me out. He was giving me little coaching tips, and I ended up hitting something like 122 or 123 on my snatch, which I've never, ever been able to do. I'm more proficient in my clean and jerk, but I know that there's still a lot of things that I need to learn and pick up on. So when I was working through my clean and jerks, he's like, hey, try this, do this, that looks good, let's not do that, let's do this. So it was really good. He was really, really patient. Amanda did great. She can obviously lift more than me. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was a great time. CrossFit MBK in Roswell. Roswell, Georgia. Historic Roswell, Georgia. Other than that, planning a trip back home. Maybe. We'll see. Amanda's got a competition next week, so she's definitely going back home next weekend. I would like to get back to see the family. Maybe in the next month or so. We'll see how it works out. Other than that, yesterday, like I said, was date night. We went out. We did a beer tour, and then we got lunch. I love beer. I really do. It's a problem, but we haven't been drinking that much, so it was really nice to be able to have like a beer or two each and just be like, yo, I'm good. We still have to drive home. We stopped and got some food in Atlanta. We're actually in Atlanta, so that was fun. If you guys are ever in Atlanta, check out the Sweetwater Brewery. That was really fun. Great tasting beers. I think they've just recently started expanding to the rest of the U.S. I heard a lady said they got some of their beers in Chicago. So all my Chicago peeps, if you're out there, try their Sweetwater 420. Delicious beer. It's got nothing to do with weed. I think it was his mother's birthday. So other than that, Johnny programmed something for us today. So once Amanda's done with her workout, right now I'm waiting for something to marinate so I can throw it in the oven. I am trying something new today. I am going to make some beef jerky. So see how that comes out. I did my own marinade. The videos that I found weren't really too specific on portions, so I just kind of eyeballed it. Marinade smelled great, so hopefully the meat will come out pretty good. My stepdad made some jerky a couple years ago, and it came out great, so hopefully I can make something that's similar to that. So doing the beef jerky is one of those things, it's one of the things I've never done before. I've never, up until recently, had an inclination to do it. So, burping up beer from yesterday. One of my previous posts on Instagram was about doing things that you're not comfortable with. For instance, this video, making beef jerky, doing things you don't know how to do, the weightlifting class. I built a desk. I built a fire pit. I moved to Georgia. Doing things outside your comfort zone. If you are the type of person who does things inside their comfort zone, God bless you. Sorry, video cut off. If you want to stay there, that's perfect. Do you. Nothing wrong with that. If you want to experience life in a different way, in my opinion, strictly my own opinion, if you want to experience life to its fullest, go do things. Seek out things that you are not good at and try to get better at them. Maybe it's one thing, maybe it's two things, maybe it's five things. I don't know. I'm not really good at CrossFit. So I continue to learn every day. I've done MMA for years, so there's a lot of different elements in there. I'm still not even that good, but I'm working at it. I'm constantly working at it. Now, even in everyday small things, this beef jerky isn't a huge project, but it's a project nonetheless. And like I said, it's something that I've never done before, and it's something that it's going to be a learning process. Actually, a couple years ago, I did apple pie moonshine, and my first batch wasn't really that great. It was really raw. It was kind of a test batch. I gave them out as Christmas gifts. I wasn't looking to make any money off of them or drink it all myself, because that's definitely doable, because it tastes pretty decent. The second batch I made was amazing. Everyone loved it. I was going to do it again this year, but I decided against it because you can't really ship alcohol through UPS. I don't think you can. So I'm going to try this jerky. So just let me show you where I'm kind of at right now. So I made this. Let's start up here. I just basically put foil across and I poked holes in it, if you can see that. And that's going to allow the juice off the beef to trickle down. I use top round, by the way. And then I made a catch tray. You can see that. It's sitting right on the rack there. Okay. And I just made that out of a couple pieces of foil. And folded it up in a certain way as a catch tray. And then I have my beef marinating right now. So we'll see. Oh, another first for me today. Oh. Boom. Another first for me today. Meatloaf. So yeah, do things that you're uncomfortable doing. You'll learn more about yourself. You'll learn more about what you can withstand, and mentally what you can take. I mean, I don't know. It helps me be a better person, and I mean that's my ultimate goal, is to be the best version of myself that I can every day. I wake up with that in mind every day. Like, how can I be better today than I was yesterday? And even if it's just a little amount of better, you're still better. So if anyone's wondering, you can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram. I'll post my screen names, because I don't remember them right off the top of my head. I'll post them in the link. Apparently there's a size capacity for these videos, so I'll just have to talk a little less. It's alright, it's coming to the end anyway. Snapchat, Instagram. I really don't care too much about Facebook. I probably post this on Facebook so I can cross-post it onto Instagram, but I'll post my Snapchat and my Instagram in the notes or in the comments or whatever. And also, I'll link this to my YouTube. I'll probably upload this to YouTube, actually, and then cross-promote it through Instagram. So follow me on YouTube. Actually, if you want, there's a couple of videos up there that I have already. There's one that I have of me, or a couple of me hitting the bag recently. Just be gentle. Some old sparring videos, me, Tyler, Kenton, my buddy Chris. Great training partners that I've had since like early on in my MMA career. A bunch of great guys. Iron sharpens iron. Speaking of which, Tyler's actually fighting soon. Tyler Scott, look him up on Facebook. Great kickboxer. Pretty good MMA fighter too. He's come a long way. I'm happy to see him grow. My buddy Chris is also fighting soon. Chris Picker. If I can get some links from them, I'll post them. Another big thing, kind of round off the end of the video, about doing things that you're not comfortable with. Amanda and Ayana. Super proud of them. They are both participating this year in the St. Baldrick's Shave Your Head to Raise Funds Foundation. I think it's what it's called. Probably not. I'm probably butchering it, but here's the flip side. I'll post links in the description so you guys can donate to their cause. Thank you all.